So continue with gathering. So now we're going to look at how do we gather in a cut in a way that is a little easier to work and probably see. Jason. So the Uchidachi is going to hold his sword up like this. Okay? The Shidachi is going to come in. Now we have a couple of different ways we do this. Okay? We reach our sword. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come up like our movement, our Rokudan Giri movement. So I'm going to open back, right? I'm actually moving in two directions at the same time. Okay? Now, if I lean here, if I push here, if I flex here, okay, he's going to feel that. Again, could I potentially overwhelm him by pushing really hard? Yes, that's not remotely what we're doing. I should be able to move him with a couple, 2 or 3 pounds at most amount of pressure if I do this correctly. If I'm reaching, the energy's going right through like that. He's got nothing there to do it. If I lean, if I push, if I flex, it goes down into his feet. He can feel it, I can feel it. So you need to be sensitive in the best sense of the term. Okay? Best sense of the term. You have to be sensitive. You have to be sensitive as if you're a precision shooter. And you guys out there that might be a precision shooter. The tiny little things make all the difference in the world. The further out you go, the more those tiny little things make a difference. Okay? How my scope's oriented. Okay? My optics. How the finger on the trigger. My relationship with the body to the recoil. Okay? All of these tiny little things. Then I have to pay attention to things outside. Okay? How's the wind blowing? If I'm shooting at 1,000, well, what's the wind look like at 300? What's the wind look like at 600? What's the wind look like at 1,000? I've got to be able to read something that I can't see. I can only tell by its effects. Only bring this up trying to make an analogy. This is that type of fine motor skill. It's that type of fine motor skill. So I'm here, okay? I open, and he's moved. My motion's quiet. There's no pushing, there's no falling. It's a quiet motion. It's a sensitive motion. I'm managing the energy from my center. So when we see energy, we're not talking esoteric in that sense. At this point, it's kinetic energy, right? Half mass times velocity squared, okay? And how that energy is directed. If I lean, all of those things, it's not going to work. It's just a reach. Use the word just, probably should use another word. It's a reach. Reach, no presupposing resistance, no leaning, no flexing, no pushing off the ground. None of that. It's counterintuitive to the fear-based fight-flight, but that doesn't mean it's not real. It's the better way. There's a reason they use this at the top, and they didn't use leveraging, pushing, contesting, engagement, and reciprocity. It's reach through the void and cut him down. Or Tanashi no Kachi, silent victory, no touching of blades. Now at our lower levels, we have some touching of blades, but no blocks. That's for another video. So once more, you can be here like this. Notice where I am with my posture, with my elbows and everything back. Notice I'm not grasping hard with the sword. I could just reach from here, unless there's no base built here. Or, those of you doing Rokudan Giri in one, I could reach as I open. Or, I could come in like in Kenjutsu Kata, and I just release. Just like if I was cutting. Those are excellent ways of learning how to move your body correctly when you're using the sword and when you're doing the empty hand as well.